There was no way I was going to let this day go by without finishing up these boss fights. I'm D Depressed Dior, this is Lobotomy Corporation. Let's get started. So I kind of started setting things up. I realized I didn't actually talk about the new items we picked up, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. I believe I picked up Gaze and the Blue Scar. Blue Scar, there are many traces as if to alert of the history of the never-ending battle. As all wounds become nothing in the end, this equipment will make you feel dull from damages, although it won't protect you completely from them. And then for Gaze, when you zoom in on an employee wearing that armor, employee's defense and justice will rise 10. The eyes behind the door keep gazing on its target. No one knows what it wants to see. At least there won't be an ambush while you equip this. And we got the Ego weapons. We have the Gaze weapon, which additional red damage for a certain amount of time. The eyes behind the door keep gazing on its target. No one knows what it wants to see. At least there won't be blah 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 blah. And then we got the Blue Scar. Additional R damage for a certain amount of time. Weapon damage plus 50% when the employee's HP is 50% or less. However, if employee attack in that state, damage will be applied to other employees. So it's like a berserker thing. Gauntlet that resembles the claws of a vicious wolf. These claws once ripped stomachs and cut the insides of many living creatures. Alright, and I don't think we have anything else. There's the Crier, but we already know about that. Yeah, I don't think we've gotten anything else. Just looking again, just in case. Yeah, I believe we got everything. Okay. Alright. So, a few things to note. We did take a look at the boss previously. So I could not click on the boss. It also boots out everyone in that team, and I'm assuming that I'm not supposed to work on anything in that area. So I'm going to go off of those assumptions and kind of go from there. I have spoiled a little bit about the boss fights, but I'm not going to reveal. I'll reveal them as they come up. Anyway. Black Swan. Is there a reason why there's someone not equipped with the Black Swan? Alright. So, let's see what we got. Still using Zayn stuff. Itate. Okay, Itate, you deserve some better stuff. Just a smidge better. There's a few things I want to do first as well. Where is... Oh, right, you're in the other team. So Byakurin is with all the generics, because I need her down there anyway, so she might as well be down there. And let's look over Magic Bullet again. So yeah, this increases just damage. I think there's nothing I really could do with her, so she's good to go. Flandra Scarlet. I need to see who's my high justice characters. You need better gear. That is unquestionable. You need better gear. So we'll give you the Black Swan. And then for our Ego weapon, actually, yeah, let's give, yeah, I think that's fine. I'm just trying to find a good weapon to give her. I don't want her in melee, is the thing. Oh yeah, what are your stats? Okay. Ema, you're getting that. Oh, you don't want Prudence 3. Well, let's fix that. Ema, Prudence 3. Firm. There we go. Alright, you got that going. Star Sapphire. You're actually kind of my tankiest person. So we're gonna do this with that. Okay, that's done. Then I'll give you the Black Swan. And for weapons, you're using the Black Swan, so you're actually good to go. Alright, switch to the hay rank stuff. I believe we have access to Gaze now, which is a pretty decent armor. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and give her the Gaze. We got our nice little rifle there. Give you a Gaze. You need a better weapon. Fortitude and Prudence. Apparently you unequipped something by accident. So you have Prudence 3, Fortitude 3, and then we'll give you something better. That. Alright. Gradually getting people geared up. That. All the top tier eco stuff is taken care of. Here you can have that. And there you go. Okay, that should be everything. As opposed to just giving higher rank stuff, even though some of the high rank stuff is actually not that much better than some of the lower tier. But anyway, so the music is going to be probably pretty loud, so I apologize if that's the situation. But let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to be doing Malkuth stuff. We have to do all the energy stuff and get to meltdown level 6. Core suppress. Yeah, so nothing to access here, and we just gotta suppress the core. So, the question is how do I start this? Generally you want some high power going in here. That one seems to be pretty safe. What about this one? Okay. Alright. So we need to get to meltdown 6 and get all the energy. So I'm not exactly sure how I want to go with this. We're good on the wolf. I do still need some stuff here. So we're going to start with that. Question marks. Alright. Yakran, go. Starts unknown on abnormality of the dreaming current. Go ahead and speed things up. Alright. I only wanted to help. This is what you call an uncontrollable situation manager. So there's just text coming on the screen. Oh, I don't have to worry about, I'm pretty sure I mean, I guess I could technically work on it, but I don't think I'm supposed to. I'm just gonna let the old lady melt down. Okay, 4%. Okay, nothing else of note. Hang out on this floor, since you can recover here. So something worries me. This is what you call an uncontrollable... Yeah, so the text even comes across this too. So it's question marks. I would have done it. I could have done it. How about here? Common, low, 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 low. Alright, select work. Who do I have that's reliable? Kyoko. Well, actually, it's black damage here, so who has resistance to black? Patchouli. And New. Also a Chiron. Or not. Yeah, Chiron. So we'll send you Chiron. I could still do this. Okay. So what's throwing me off is I'm seeing all the question marks, and that's not how it usually works. Alright, this one's pretty... So I'm kind of just tagging things and seeing what will happen. I'm a little wary about doing anything upper tier at this point. Alright. This thing does red damage, so we'll send you there. Unpredictable, isn't it? Ah. So that's what happened. So I did instinct work here, and it switched to insight. So it can randomize my that's why it's question marks. Literally, it can randomize my my works, which is really bad because if you pick something that, you know, like, I don't know, for example, attachment or the wall gazer, that can be really bad. Now, one thing to also point out, I think I originally pointed out why I even mentioned there's attachment work here, is because you can actually do attachment work on the gunman due to this effect. That I do know about because I did look it up. So, that's the gimmick. The gimmick is stuff gets randomized. And I'm pretty sure it's going to get more and more frequent as thing goes on. So I'm going to try to work on things that are safe. Alright, as long as I'm not looking at this thing, I think it's safe. But it can do a lot of damage. I'm not sure I want to mess with that. And this thing does white damage. Yeah, this could be really bad. Letitia does black damage as well. Alright, we'll focus on Letitia. Who has resistance to black? You do. I need someone that has as much resistance as possible working on this one. We generally want to just stick with somebody that can accomplish the task with minimum issue. Yeah, we don't want to deal with that. Definitely don't want to deal with that. I'm kind of just seeing anything that has... Yeah, I don't really want to work on anything up there. But yeah, you can't click on this guy. You can't suppress him or anything like that. The teddy bear? What do you got? If you're very low... Yeah, that's all bad. Okay. So I think we'll have to stick with the area here and kind of work with it. Shouldn't be the end of the world, I'd say. But we gotta be careful. I'm gonna send Hitate here. Hit attachment. Thankfully, even though I got inside, it was pretty safe. I don't remember who worked on this one. Also in Kyoko here. Okay, once again it randomized to insight. This thing does black damage. Sharon, you should be fine. Okay, average result, it's fine. Alright, I'm not getting very much energy though, which is the problem. The big energy things are down here. Letitia's pretty good though. I mean, I could just take it real slow and just focus purely on Letitia. So we can go ahead and do that. Everything's all jumbled up, messed up, and yeah. All the good stuff happening here. I believe I sent Hatate. So yeah, we'll just focus here with Hatate here. It's the safest energy producer. You don't have to worry about someone... Yeah, this thing doesn't even have a bad Q counter, so it should be fine. Only wanted help, isn't it? Okay, plus 16. This is what you call an uncontrollable situation manager. Yeah. I'm not timed or anything, so I can kind of just pick the most efficient routes. What's gonna make it go real bad though is when we start getting the meltdowns. Oh, messed up, flustered, ha 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 ha. Just keep it zoomed out. Okay, doing good, we're almost as long as we keep this pace, I think we're okay. Granted, we could also end up getting random, which will obviously reduce our chances. That's okay. I'd rather stick with things that are reasonably high. Yeah, Hatate is what we want. Okay, still doing attachment work, which is good. It's not randomed. But we're gonna have our first meltdown soon. We're gonna have to go through 6 meltdowns. We have to hit rank 6. I'm gonna let Hatate heal, just in case. Okay. Gunman. Yuka, I think you're my safest. Yeah, you have the highest stats, so if anything goes wrong, you should be okay. Fairy Festival shouldn't be a big deal. Send Chiron to handle that. Dream of the Black Swan is going to be possibly super dangerous. So we'll do... As long as we don't get attachment and I send someone that's good at everything. Yeah, that should be good enough. Alright. Don't I have someone else that's better? Yeah, you're technically better at everything. This thing does white damage. I'll send you there. Everything else is going ballistic, so we should be fine on those fronts. I am going to go ahead and go to the Dreaming Current again. It's a bit dangerous, but we should be okay. I'll do Byakuran work there. It's rank 5 and everything, so she should be safe. Yeah. Alright, I got attachment work there. I did get repression there, so we're good on that front. I randomized to instinct, but that's fine too. There's no danger with attachment work there. Did repression. Good. Okay, so we're good on that front. Waiting for Hitata to heal. She's healed. Send her. Okay, go on that front. Yeah. Those. Okay, it looks like we got good results where we need them. We're gonna have a green dawn or olive dawn, which is gonna be robots. Each of the ordeals are themed by color. So green tends to be very mechanical. Purple tends to be more like ritual, folklore type stuff, like monoliths and all that stuff, Cthulhu-esque type stuff. Red tends to be those weird freaky clown things, and then there's the orange one, which is like consumption and things like that. Alright, let Hitata heal. Got a really good result at the Black Swan, which is good. I knew I didn't have authority over this experiment, and that's why I was so nervous. Randomized to instinct. Okay, that's safe. So I'm trying to stick with work that's, one, has multiple things that are at least common for the difficulty, and things that where if failure does not result in minimize bad things. Obviously I only have so much control because meltdowns can occur. I will say that this section up here will never get a meltdown. That's why I'm ignoring it. I mean, I would have ignored it anyway because there's a freaking giant tree there. But it's something to take into account. And like I mentioned before, things will continue to escalate as it progresses. Actually, it's a lot faster. Hitate, can you head over here? It's actually faster if you go there. Because then you only have to take an elevator ride down. Make sure you feel this horrible sense of hopelessness. I actually got a decent result with instinct. Oh yeah, it was because it's common, that's right. Hitate, go. Sorry if I'm taking this pretty slow, but you probably have noticed I've been kind of taking things a lot more casually. Or not casually, but carefully. I'm not just throwing people everywhere to try to get level ups and rare drops anymore, because I can't afford to do that anymore. Especially with the quest requirements. Instinct. So I just gotta watch out for repression. If I get repression, there's it can hurt a bit. But with Hitate's stats and high temperance, she should be okay, but you never know. Once I get enough to get my 600, I'll still have to get to the requested values. Speaking of, let's go ahead and take everyone here. There's not very many safe places to go to, unfortunately. We're just gonna hang out up here, just so I can have everyone consolidated into one place. So you're having a little bit of trouble there. Yeah, average results. You did get a heart, so she'll only work on Letitia now, which is fine. I'm just kind of glad we're doing this here and not on a situation where I have to constantly keep track of certain abnormalities. Yeah, it keeps randomizing to instinct, but that's fine. It's not doing too bad. It's a little slow going, but that's, I mean, like, we're pretty ahead of pace at this point. And when we kill the Dawn, we're going to get even more boxes from that. So we're kind of in good shape as far as the getting energy. It can go bad depending on where we get our meltdowns, though. That's going to be the dangerous part. Like, things are just going to escalate normally just simply because I'm going to have to hit tier 6. And we already know that the next tier of meltdowns is like 8 rooms. And the top 4 up here are omitted. So yeah, it's gonna get ugly real quick if we're not careful. But all the people we have here are pretty much our highest level characters, so I kind of made sure of it, except for the generics, of course. So any combat we have to do, we should be okay. Okay, got what we needed. There are 3 there, 1 down here. Byakuran, kill it. Or kill that. You kill those. Training team, you should be okay. Okay, 2 down. Okay, down there. Wow, the units here are almost good enough to just take care of this on their own. Took white damage for some reason. I don't know why, though. In any case, we're at 361 now, so we're good on that stuff. But we're only on tier 3 on the meltdown meter, and next one's going to be 8 rooms. So look forward to that. Alright, so since we're kind of in a safe situation, I'm going to go ahead and do Hitate. There, and I'm going to go ahead and keep sending some people over here. Need a glow fist? I think you have a glow fist already, Yoko. Yoko, you have a glow fist? Yes, you have wing beat. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. What's the difficulty for all these? Common, common, low, low, common, high, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Let's send Pet Jolie. You should be okay. Okay, randomized to attachment, which is fine. Okay, didn't take any time at all. Please watch me, manager. Let me take care of the situation. Whew. I haven't even talked about all the freaking plot that we went through last time. I mean, I already knew about them being just a bunch of robots. And, I mean, you already knew they were quote-unquote AIs or whatever they're called. And we already knew that our visions were manipulated. But, yeah. Inside those little boxes, there are a bunch of little boxes with people bits in them, essentially. Site attachment. Yeah, we're pretty good on energy, so yeah, I'm just working these two at the same time. And with the meltdowns, we're definitely going to meet our requirements before we need them. Okay. Alright. So I'm going to wait till Hatate finishes, and then I'll send her to work, because she kind of has to work on Letitia. And then it's going to be 8 rooms. And that's going to be the dangerous part. She fully recover. Alright, zooming out. I have lots of things to do. Just take a look at my notebook. It's all worn out. Okay. We can ignore the woodsman for the most part. That's safe. But I could send anyone for that. So that's actually not a huge issue. This thing does white damage, so as long as I send someone that can just tank it, it should be okay. Behavior adjustment. I should have. Oh, I have a generic. That's fine. We'll send a generic for that. Donna, go use that. Elena, use that. I need to remember to take them out of that room. Letitia, we're actually working on right now. Fairy Festival, even better. We'll send Patchouli for that. We'll send black damage, so send Cheerin. Yeah, Cheerin should be fine. Alright. So we need to deal with this. Big Bad Wolf. Byakunin, you're already down here. But there's a good chance that this could wreck you. And I might not be able to get you out of there. Otherwise it just does red damage. Byakunin, I'm just gonna have to believe in ya. Hope it works. Nameless Fetus. It does only red damage. If we get a bad result, it's gonna be bad. Just flat out bad. Very high, high, very high. So that's Fudo. Alright, we're gonna send Kyoko here. I believe attachment's fine. I don't have it revealed, but that's fine. So attachment work. Don't have information, but that's fine. This thing does white damage. So don't want to send Yuka. We'll send Eren for this. Yeah, she'll be fine. Okay. Alright. repression. She's gonna get eaten. Take you out of the room. You guys are fine. Okay, Yakern got eaten. So yeah, Yakern's out of control right now. I need to send someone to fix this. Yuka, you're my best bet to at least survive it. So instinct work. Good luck. Okay, so you're working on that, that's fine. I need to send somebody to work on this. Tate, you should be able to handle it. It's so belly's full. Okay, I need to select work. I only got an average result, so. Elena. Unfortunately, all the generics down there have been killed, so. That's a problem. Alright. So this thing's immune to red damage. It's weak to black. And it does red damage. Hey, someone is supposed to be working down here. Yuka, go down here. Meanwhile, who has a... I need everyone that has a black long-range weapon. I'll be... I have mid-range. You too. Down there. So this thing just kind of goes through various rooms and gets to be annoying. Where are you at now? There. Yeah, that thing just... Yeah, that thing just devoured. Yeah, 500 damage. Go. Actually, stay here. You'll stay down here. So here's the problem. Okay, you're down there now. I'll let, I think you recovered. I need her to do... instinct work. To cut Byakuran out of there. Else she's dead. Anyway. Back to this. Send. You. Come on, where are you at? Cheering? Yeah, cheering. Oh my god, just stop doing instinct! Okay, where are you at now? You're there? Perfect. I'm screwed. I'm about to get the wolf. Not sure what happens if you're up here. Doesn't look like it does anything. Okay. They're dead. So is everyone here. Oh boy. Look at that thing. Just kinda wanna see what it kinda see it go. Alright, so that's the problem. Well, I'm gonna have to reset. Give me a moment.